We have Bacchus 2022. Josh Duhamel is joining us after his ride.
You must be exhausted.
Oh, man. This is the longest / most exciting, exhilarating, intense day of my life.
Okay.
And what was it like when they called you and said, we'd like you to be Bacchus?
Well, I didn't know what it was because I grew up in North Dakota. I don't mean to be ignorant.
Yeah.
I've been in New Orleans many years. I've been coming here for years.
But never for Mardi Gras.
Never for Mardi Gras. But I always wanted to come, and this was a chance for me to come and do it.
Right.
Jensen Ackles said, hey, they want you to be the king for the Mardi Gras, or for Bacchus, and I said, what does that mean?
It sounds good.
So here I am, and they told me about it. They explained it to me, but you can't really explain the experience that this really is.
Well,
but let me just say, I don't mean to interrupt, but the one thing that I was most impressed about was the people of New Orleans have incredible hand-eye coordination.
Oh yeah.
I think from birth they know how to snatch stuff out of the air.
We've been doing this
for years. It was incredible. They just bang, they snatch it, bam, they snatch it. Little kids, like little infants.
Oh yeah.
Still like at their pacifiers.
You saw a 5-month-old snatch a bead.
As special as this ride was
it was
for you,
unbelievable.
As special as this ride was for you to be the king, to be Bacchus, you had your son on your float with you.
I had my son with me.
Oh.
I had my son with me, and that this stuff isn't as special if you don't have loved ones around you.
So true.
I had my sister, I had my fiance, I had her parents, I had her sister, I had one of my best friends in the world.
Yeah.
I had a few friends around. That was just, for me to let them enjoy this was...
You gotta do it with family.
Yeah.
That's what New Orleans, that's what Mardi Gras is all about. What was the most surprising part for you?
I think what you just mentioned, Sheba, is that this isn't just about craziness. This isn't just about, doing all kinds like debauchery. This is about family. This is steeped in tradition. New Orleans has, as much, if not more, tradition, family, history than anywhere else in the country. And that's what I really got to experience this week, was really being a part of something so special and so deeply American.
And Josh, how are the crowds? Because you appeal to so many generations. I mean, you were in the Transformers movies, you were in soap opera, you were in a big TV show.
Yeah.
A bunch of movies.
Don't forget Buddy Games. I directed Buddy Games.
Well, there you go.
I'm always going to give that a plug, even though it came out 2 years ago.
Plug it.
But what were the crowds like?
Well, I mean, pure love. Absolute love. I mean, it was excitement. I think part of it was pent up because they didn't get to do it last year.
Right.
This year they got to come out and really sort of let loose, and you could feel that.
Well, and I got to tell you, on Friday I was here at the convention center. I got to walk up onto your float and sit in your throne.
He's only mentioned it 25 times, yeah. It's only 25.
Let me tell you what, it's impressive.
Oh man, you are up there.
You are.
Andy Garcia said to me, hey, if I can tell you one thing, stick with your tether. Don't pace yourself. Don't drink too much.
Oh yeah.
You're tethered up there, and
that's a far fall.
It's almost like that commercial where you say, I don't get to be king often, but when I do, I prefer to be tethered. Stay tethered, my friends.
Let's talk about the outfit. What does that feel like? Because at Mardi Gras, we do it big. We got the costumes out. It's a whole thing. Your crown is in your hand. You've been wearing it all night long.
You wore it out, actually, didn't you?
Talk about the outfit here. How do you feel dressed as a king?
Did I lose you?
Oh, you might have.
No one hear you.
You hear me?
We hear you.
You can't hear us.
And you can't hear us.
No, I can hear you. What did you ask
How do
again?
you feel? How does the outfit feel dressed as a king?
I mean, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world.
I mean,
I put it on. I was like, so when do I get my costume?
But
that's how I dress normally.
But let's be honest.
Comfortable. You're very comfortable.
No, it's out there. It's outrageous.
And it's good to be the king.
My crown is falling apart, but I want to put this on Sheba.
Thank you. Please do.
Put this
because
on you.
Eric's going to be so jealous, and it's going to make my life.
You are a queen, girl.
Thank you.
There you go. Look at that.
Thank you. Let's take it in. Crowns by Josh Duhamel.
Look at
Your
that.
crown's falling apart.
No, it's not, Eric.
When did the crown start falling apart in the parade?
I mean, at a certain point, everything starts to fall apart just because
you're doing everything.
You're throwing, you're waving. Things are just,
And I'll tell you what.
As long as my bib works, that's all I care about.
The Pages really loved you. You were at the Pages dinner, and they got to meet you, and it was a big thrill for them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, my son is one of them, so I had a special connection to them.
What did your son say about the ride?
I was a little worried because I didn't know if he was going to be able to handle 4 hours of this.
How old is he?
It's a lot coming at you for an 8-year-old kid,
Yeah.
but we took him in there early before we got here, and I got to go introduce him to the guy, his peers, and to see a little 8-year-old kid walk into.
Be careful, the incoming.
They are throwing stuff at you. They see it's you, Josh.
I know. I'm well aware. I was just doing that myself. But to see this kid like sort of acclimate to these other kids and then go have the time of his life that to me is why I wanted to do this, was to share this with my friends and family.